Hello, everyone. Today we are going to get down to business with fractions. So, on our agenda, we have multiplying fractions. What does it mean to multiply fractions? I'll give you guys a few seconds to think about that. What does it mean to multiply fractions? By definition, we could say multiplying fractions is the process of multiplying part of a whole number by part of a whole number. If you're having trouble visualizing what this might look like, do not fret. We're going to look at a model. So here we see the model in full. It displays the problem 2/3 times 1/2 equals 2/6. How exactly does the model represent this? I'll give you a few seconds to think about that. You can pause to think about it and press play when you're ready. So what's going on in this model? A mathematician drew out two boxes to represent each of the fractions we are working with. The first one, partitioned into 3, represents the thirds fraction. 2 of the 3 sections are filled in. That represents 2/3. And we can see the same is done with the halves box, the halves rectangle. And we've done models like this before, so they might look familiar to you. So we're using these models to represent the fractions being multiplied. Next, to figure out the product, the mathematician combined those boxes and created 6 squares. Now, you might be a little confused as to how 6 squares were created. We know for the thirds model, there were 2 lines going across. You can see them here, 1, 2. And for the halves model, there was 1 line going down the middle, which we see there. That created 6 boxes. We also combined the filled in portions, and we see going up and down, that's the halves portion that was filled in, and going across, these 2 boxes going across represent the 2/3 portion. Now we see 2 of these boxes were overlapped by both of these filled in portions. We're going to focus on those 2 boxes because those are our numerator. So 2 out of the 6 boxes overlapped. That gives us our answer, 2/6. So 2/3 times 1/2 equals 2/6. Now, a procedure for this, if the models seem a little tricky to you, is you can multiply the numerators of each of the fractions to get the new numerator. So 2 times 1 equals 2. And you do the same for the denominator. Multiply the denominators to get the new denominator. 3 times 2 equals 6. Again, we get 2/6 as our answer. So we're going to do a sample problem. After her birthday, Isla had 3/5 of her sheet cake left over. The next morning, she had 3/8 of the remaining cake for breakfast. How much of the original amount of cake did Isla eat for breakfast? So we're going to multiply in this situation. 3/5 times 3/8. Now we made a few models here. The first model represents the amount of cake left over. 3/5. 3 portions are filled in. 3 out of 5. And again, for the amount of remaining cake that Isla ate for breakfast, 3/8, we filled in 3 columns out of the 8. And now we combine. So just like we did before, you add in all the vertical and horizontal lines to create multiple boxes, multiple smaller boxes, and we also include the filled in portions. And we have 9 boxes that overlap. So I colored those in purple for you. 9 is our numerator. And all of the boxes, if you count all of them, it equals 40. So our denominator is 40. So I do some math here to show you. 3 times 3, 3 blue times 3 green equals 9 purple boxes. And the denominator is 5 times 8 equals 40. I do that again here for you to see. Multiply numerators to get 9 and multiply denominators to get 40. So the answer is Isla ate 9/40 of the cake. Congratulations! Ms. Benham is so proud of you and all the work you've done today. If you're a little confused, not to worry. Fractions are tricky, but there is more practice to come. Thank you so much. Give yourselves a pat on the back.